Mr. Bingnan Yu was considered one of the first people to bring graphic communications to China. Originally from Shanghai, he then moved to Wushu and is now currently based in Beijing. He first attended Lucian Art Academy, then continued his graphic design in Leipzig. He was educated in both China and in Germany. He specialized in book design and taught at Tsinghua University from 1985 to 1990. Mr. Yu was more inclined and passionate about fine art when he was younger. He grew up around beautiful scenery and everything was done by hand. After attending the art academy, he decided to concentrate his studies on the design discipline. China was lacking designs to promote sales of goods and services. He was determined to fill that void. A German-type design called Frontschutz Antiqua AR was one of his type designs. It combines German traditions with a Chinese bamboo pen. He didn't mention much about specific influences, but in general, as a Chinese nation, Chinese designers do find their own style by referencing off of European and American styles. They integrate visual and universal language, along with Chinese tradition, to create their own styles. He admired and respected American designers for their high levels of professionalism and individualism. There was another designer during his time who also shared a similar philosophy when it comes to Chinese national designers. Vuong believes that it is great that young designers are passionate and want to be individuals like Western designers. However, they must not forget some traditional norms in Chinese designs. Chinese designs can only flourish when it is open to learning from others, but at the same time, Chinese designers should not lose sight of their roots. The research and study of our own traditional culture is the key to establishing a significant graphic design style, said Han Tai-kang. Mr. Yu had been a designer for 50 years. He was the first Chinese native to design and create a Latin typeface. He produced a book design industry in China that is different from the traditional Chinese books of illustrative covers and ancient paintings. He was the first Chinese member of the Alliance Graphique Internationale, AGI. He earned the title of the Godfather of Chinese type and the pioneer of visual communication in China. He was the vice president of EcoGrada from 2001 to 2003. There, he represented Chinese graphic design and bridged the gap between the rest of the world. He served as an international juror for the arts and design competitions. His masterpieces had won distinctive international and national prizes. And he had written and published a large amount of articles and books on design theory. What was great about Bingnan Yu was that he was the first Chinese pioneer in graphic designs. He was not afraid to go to the outside world and learn from others. He was passionate about teaching design theories to the universities in China in order to help push China's design on equal grounds to the rest of the world. At the same time, when trying to catch up with everyone else, he had never forgotten his true origin. I can see that he still retained cultural emphasis in his designs. What intrigues me about his designs is the modern representations employed in a traditional element. For example, in his design of a flying horse, we can see that it is enclosed by a traditional window of the ancient Chinese architecture. On the design of a fan in the shape of a sector, the design elements looked like a traditional lion statue, but the layout has positive and negative spaces. I urge everyone to check Bingnan Yu's design work and see what he had offered to the design world.